Hi guys, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share with you the A project that we create on the Local King's stamping cruise last month. So we had a wonderful time on our stamping cruise, and I would like to share our project with you. To some of you guys cannot join us. We had so much fun, and this is what we did on the cruise, and I hope you can part of them. So if you're thinking about to join us next year, we already have our website up. We are going to do another cruise. It's right after the Sand Fest in February, and it's a 5 day cruise leaving from Tampa. It's so much fun, and we are going to have a small group, so that way I'm comfortable with a small group, so we can really having fun with each other. So for our Alaska cruise, at this moment, I don't think so. We can make it because we cannot secure the conference room, and I am trying to find the best price for you guys because the travel can be expensive. You guys have to pay the transportation, the hotel, all other stuff is slowly added up. So just want to let you know it's still 50-50. So the Caribbean cruise is ready, and hoping you guys can click link and check it out. So we're gonna have two classes, and every not two classes, two videos. I'm gonna share with you four at a time, and for some of you guys cannot join us, cannot traveling. Don't worry about it. I will come up with some other idea. Maybe we will run a workshop. I will create like a class kit and I send it to you. And after our cruise, we can just do the same thing and without traveling, which is great too. So today, before we start our videos, I would like to respond a matter. It is regarding our magic mushroom. Recently, I have received a lot of email from you guys, and thank you for your concern. I'm okay. It's about another company. Their product is pretty much similar like our magic mushroom. So I created this magic mushroom in 2019, just before the pandemic, and I have created a lot of videos to share with you guys on how to use those wonderful blending tools. They are not just for the stencil, they have a lot of different way to do it. If you're new to Local Kings channel, make sure you visit our website and click the video library. Click the card you like, and then it will bring you to the YouTube channel to show you step by step on how to use those wonderful blending tools. So I really want the Local Kings fans, the viewers, the customer, instead of you guys go attacking other company, I really like you to share our channel instead of leaving any feedback on the other companies website, YouTube, any social media platform. I really appreciate it that you guys are lookout for me, but by leaving some negative feedback is actually not helping me because other company were thinking I ask you guys to do that. That's not what I want to do because everybody deserves to be successful. Everybody deserves to make some money. Especially a craft market is a tough market, so everybody have their right. So I always remember my when I was in the college, my professor told us that if you want to copy somebody's idea, you make sure your idea is better than their idea. So at this moment, I am not worried at all because I have confidence that I have been doing a great job. But I really appreciate all of you who is taking the time to send me the email asking me how I'm okay, ask me, oh, make sure you follow up. Maybe you should hire a lawyer to do something. I'm not going to do none of them because it really doesn't bothers me. I only want everybody have fun, and I want the peace. Okay, so please, if you like me, if you like a Local Kings product, if you like our magic mushroom, instead of leave any feedback or talk about this one, just click the share button, share this video, share our website. People will be the judge. They will find out which product is good and which product need to working on their quality and their education part. So this is going to be the last time I respond to this matter, but I want to really, really thank you, all of you. Take the time to send me an email and then check on me. I really, really appreciate it. This is one of the reasons will keep me keep going on and create all the wonderful YouTube video to share with you. Okay, so that's the start today's video, and I hope you like it. Okay, one more thing I would like to talk about is we're a small company. I'm doing, I spend some time chatting with some of my customers. We have some Zoom meeting and we get together, crafting together. It is fun for me. I don't think so. None of the business owner doing that, but I really don't really consider this as like a business, you know. So 2023, we are really semi-retired, so we don't really traveling for the shows anymore, and all our design is not going to have a matching die cut anymore. So I switched to the digital. The digital can be very, very confused. It's not like, oh, I suggest you to just go buy a digital die cut machine and move on to digital. No, I'm not going to ask you to do that, because I know our audience is a little bit old school. It took me a while to figure it out too. So if you are interested, I'm not sponsor any digital companies, product or anything. If you are interesting to learn anything about the enlarge, like make it bigger, make it small, and how to upload, how to download all the digital file and transfer your digital die cut machine, please send me an email and leave a topic. Say, hey Lisa, I am interested in those kind of stuff. How to do that? Like for example, like today and tomorrow, the next video, we some of the image that I use digital die cut to pre-cut it. If you like to learn how to do that, only if you like it to learn, send me an email, because I have a lot of people ask me. I'm not expert of the digital die cut machine, but I am willing to share with you what I know. Because in the beginning, I was very, very confused, and I even have a graphic design background. It still take me a while to figure it out. So I know what you thinking. Can you do it or not? So if you're interested to get a little bit more information, because I'm not going to create a video just talk about these, because I'm not an expert over these one. I just want to share what I know, and the things that what I know is good enough for you to do some basic cutting, combine your rubber stamping, car making with the digital stuff. So only if you're interested, please send me an email and I will mark down. And once when I have enough people, I will set up a Zoom meeting, and then we will go from the beginning talking about this digital die cut machine and how to do it like a basic. And I've got to make sure that you are able to do it. If you're not into the digital, totally fine. There is still always we can do the old-fashioned way. We're going to have a scissors. We're going to do the die cut. Some of them. Okay, so that's the other things. And enough talking. Let's start today's video. Okay, so the first video we are going to working on those projects. Those three are our in-class car project, and then those two are make and take project. Okay, so the first one, it will be this card. So let's grab my here blending tool. So this is what's the size? 5.20, 5.5 by 5.5, and when you are coming to Local Kings Stamping Cruise, we have everything. Well, I have everything prepared for you, so that way we can make this cruise run as smooth as you can. We only do a workshop on the open sea day, so because when the cruise dock, you guys want to do all the fun thing, but when the cruise is in the middle of the ocean, you get nowhere to go. That's the time we hang at our conference room and play. So this time, the Royal Caribbean Brilliance, that's the name of the ship, have a big conference room with a huge TV. So I really have a great time, because this is the first time we use those AV tool, so or everybody can have a better view is exactly like now. You can see much better. Okay, so I have everything prepared and I have my cardstock here, and this is just inexpensive cardstock. It's a recollection cardstock and it's a 65 pounds. So I have at least a stamp set for anybody who signed our Local Kings stamping cruise. Everybody get this whole set plus four background stamps. And because we are no longer have a matching die cut anymore, so but something the digital can do, something the digital cannot do. So we will mix it. So I have my crow here, and you can see this stencil is actually created by using this image. So we still have a few this set available, and it's a limited edition. And they come with the stamp. They also come with a digital image. The digital image is a PNG file. So that's how I use the PNG file to create this stencil. If you would like to learn a little bit more how to use the digital image to create your own stencil, just make sure you send me an email and with your name and give me send me say I'm interested, and that way I will know. So I will send you an invitation when we are ready to. Okay, in my videos, in my previous videos, I always try to share with you some awesome tool that I found. So first of all, we are gonna do some stencil blending stencil. The stencil has been very popular for the past few, maybe 1 or 2 years, and then this is just a tool to help us when we working with a stencil. I got this piece of aluminum from Walmart few years ago. I was using this one to do my scrapbooking calendar stuff. So, or you can find any piece of metal, they will do the do the job. And I have this little magnet with a little holder I got from Amazon. So it's just easier to help you to pick it up. If you don't have this one, I'm sure you guys can find this piece of metal to help you to sheen your die cut machine. They will do. And also in my previous video, I was talking about the white glass board, and then in the back is a piece of aluminum. So be creative. Try to find something that will help you to hold your stencil. So this is just my paper, and when I cut it, I didn't really I didn't pay attention, so I didn't put it right in the middle. So I just do a little bit adjuster and make sure my image is in the middle, and then I am going to do that. Okay, so that's the first things, and then I switch back to my memento, and I am sure you guys, a lot of you guys, oh, guess who I found? Mr. Sausage. I really gained a lot of weight during these few years during the pandemic, so I got my sausage finger back. So I know a lot of you guys have a memento great impact, and I got a reinker this time when I in the state. I will put the link below. It's called the Images Craft. They actually have online store. So you guys, if you want to order a reinker, you can order from their website. I'm not sponsored their website. I order from them too. So I reink all my impact, and then so now I love this impact, but I still mix with that. You can use any dye-based impact; they will work just fine. We are going to use our magic mushroom, and remember the magic mushroom. Look at what's different. The size is different. You got to moisture them before you use them. If they are dry, they don't blending at all. So you probably can manage to apply by like a tapping few color, but we want to be able to blending, rubbing, tapping. So make sure they need to be moisture, but they cannot be wet. Okay, if they are too wet, the color will not stay. If they are too dry, you won't be able to blend. So always rubbing your impact instead of tapping it. Rubbing, you pick up the better ink. Okay, so we're going to just tap. Okay, so wish I have another hand to hold it. So we can tap, we can rub. When you tap harder, it's darker color. It kind of like a bouncing. And when you draw in a circle, they make your blending much smoother. So you can actually create all different kind of tone. Sometimes I actually even kind of clean my stencil by bring those impact to the center. See, I kind of just wipe off. Okay, it's very important to show your viewer how to taking care of your tool. So remember, when you holding your magic mushroom, try to use your finger to support your sponge pot. Otherwise, you do this too many times, you're going to behead your mushroom head. We don't want to that happen. Okay, just make sure like this. See, on the side is darker color, and on the in the middle is a lighter color. And then this is just inexpensive cardstock. Okay, just like that. If you want more, you can go back, brush instead of tapping, and then give a little bit bouncing around the corner. You can use a 1, 2, 3, any color you like. Okay, and be very careful the impact you use. You can use any dye-based impact, memento, Stampin' Up, distracts ink. But if you want to use the oxidized ink, be very careful. Oxidized ink is kind of like a pigment ink. They blending very well, but after you use it, you got to clean your magic mushroom. You have to actually wash it. Your magic mushroom completely. Make sure the head is not any oxidized ink on top. Because if you don't do that, after a while, the sponge bar is going to become harder because the pigment is going to start on your sponge. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I think it's really pretty, and also always clean your stencil after you use it. And this is called Mara, and then you can buy. Well, sorry, you can buy from Amazon again. I am not promote Amazon, but that's the place that I shop. If I think it's probably 12 by 12 is $1.50 or $2 a sheet, and if you don't have it, I mentioned in my other video that you can use the laminator sheet. The laminator sheet, like a half of the laminator sheet, they will do the job. Okay, so that's our basic card, and then we're going to use our two coral, and then I am going to use the VersaFine. When I blending, I like to use the memento, the dye-based impact. I found out they helping the ink move, blending well. But when I stamp, I like to use a VersaFine clear. You can use a VersaFine too. The only thing is like dry a little bit slower, but their coverage is amazing. Or what are you going to do if you don't have it? That's okay. You can use any impact. You probably use a stamp positioner, and to help you stamp the image 2 times to be able to get the best image. So I am going to just do this. One is pretty, and I'm going to do another one. Okay, I think that's a really pretty background already, right? Okay, so that's clean my stand. Put away. We are going to put our this image. So I'm going to grab my acrylic block. Okay. So it should be this way. We don't want to get an upside down image. Again, when I stamp, I like to use a VersaFine because I like the stamp positioner, but I am lazy to ink twice. If I can finish it one time, I prefer to do it one time. Okay, and then we are going to just stamp. Okay, I think that looks really pretty already. But and I have this die cut. You can, if you want to make a 3D die cut, you can kind of just do on top. Okay, that's 3D. But I found out this is just really very good. And I'm going to just put this one here. And then for coloring, you can use magic mushroom, you can use markers, you can use any kind of media that you have handy. So I just use magic mushroom, just kind of blending a little bit color on top. Okay, so next car project will be this one. So this one is our make and take, and I actually have the white one and the gray one. So I'm gonna do the white one, and then we are going to show you this one too. Okay, so that's working on this one first. We're going to get my stingray. Here is the stem, and here is something. Is this big enough? Oh, a little bit too small. Okay, I think this one is still too small. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just put my stingray here, and the stingray is usually swimming the bottom of the ocean. Try to make a parallel. Okay, and then I'm going to have ink. I am going to just use this color. Okay, again, I am stamping. When I stamping, I like to use the VersaFine. When I blending, I will use the memento die. Okay, so I am going to just, and this is just inexpensive cardstock, and then when you stamp them, make sure you use your guiding with your acrylic block. Try to make a parallel with your acrylic block in the paper, so that way you won't get a crooked image. And re-ink again. So you can cut off some of your stamp image. It doesn't have to be, okay, again, parallel with let's do a little bit here. Okay, in again. Parallel. Okay, so we actually use our stamp image to use it as a pattern paper. And then now we are going to do we are going to rub some color a little bit. This is a Tim Ho's collection. Stamping Stamp Anonymous from Cat. He gave me this one. When I was in the Stamp Fest. A wonderful person. Okay, and then I'm lazy to grab my big metal. Dirty fingerprint. See, that's the problem. I have dirty. If you is necessary, you can do it, or you can don't even bother to use that piece of metal. This piece of metal is a little bit bended, but it is okay. And then I am going to use my blue magic mushroom, and I'm going to find a color similar the color I just stamped. So Paris dust. And then remember, brush instead of tapping. Okay, brush instead of tapping. Always testing a little bit. Make sure you don't have too much ink on your magic mushroom. We're going to find a center, and we are going to do a little drawing. In the middle, we push hard and slowly release your pressure. Okay, like a drawing a circle. And then again, gentle from the middle. And again. Okay, so this stencil pattern is actually like some of the stingray, their skin. Like these stingray we see in the Caribbean, they are soft. Their skin is like a silk. It's so smooth, and their little mouth is like a vacuum. So we did a short excursion a few years ago, and then the tour guide gave us some squid and just put in front of their. I put a picture here. You can see, and then you put the squid in front of the mouth there, just like a little vacuum, just very cute. And they say if you kiss the stingray, it will bring you luck. Hmm. I kissed the stingray and I am actually very happy. So maybe it does work. Okay, and then we are going to stamp this image. You are a ray of sunshine. Remember, when you put your stamp on your acrylic block, try to make a parallel line. So this is a Tin Ho's acrylic block. They have some kind of grit. It's good. You don't have to go get it if you don't want to. But you can also just put a piece of washi tape to you make it your own guideline. That's what I did. So just put a washi paper and then not washi paper, washi tape. It will do the same thing. Okay. So and then we're going to just stamping that, ink it. Make sure it's nice ink. And then when you stamped it, guiding with your line, not with your rubber stamp, because rubber stamp is very gummy. When we trimming this rubber stamp, there's no way we can trimming a straight line. So that's the trick. You will never get a crooked image. And then we just use our impact, the same color. Okay, so that was our make and take project, and I'm going to just put the foam tape. Okay. Ta-da! Something very fast and simple but beautiful. Sometimes life is complicated already. We can make our craft a little bit simple, easy. It doesn't mean bad. Okay, next we are going to use these another kind of like a stencil stamp. So these one have a stamps too. That's fun. This stamp image. Life is better at sea. Absolutely. Did I told you when I was a kid I want to become a marine biologist? But I didn't make it because I guess I wasn't a good student. But I become an artist. I mean, I'm very happy. So let's do another one. We are going to do the blending. So this is Marco's Cold cardstock, and when you want to do the blending, you got to have a little bit better quality cardstock. So just imagine if you have a smooth cardstock and when you're blending, they can much easily if your surface is a little bit rough. So when you blending, it's just like when you wear your makeup. If your face is smooth, your makeup will stick well. But when you have like a rough skin, you got to fill it out the hole. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put my stamp back first, and then I am going to use a light color, Bahama blue. Okay, again, I gotta make sure I don't want a fingerprint. Let's see another side. Is it good? Okay, so this one we can open it. I think I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to just use our sponge. You don't really need to use a magnet. It will hold. Okay, so you just kind of tapping it, or you can, if your paper is not so smooth, you are going to tapping instead of rubbing. But if your paper is very smooth, you can rubbing. Okay, same thing. If you want to use a two color, you can do that too. And then I'm going to move a little bit here, actually here, and then I am actually make sure they are horizontal. You don't want your maintain, right? Okay, I don't even ink my ink. I'm just borrow the ink that is setting on your stencil. Okay, and then this one, I don't ink. I just want to have a very light color. See, you can bouncing it, you can rubbing it, you can circling it. Okay, that's really nice. And then clean your stencil, clean your working station all the time. If you want to keep your stamp clean. And then again, when you put your stamps, we don't want to cook an image. Make sure it's horizontal. This life is better than the better at the sea. Make sure it's in the middle. And then we are going to try something different. So I have another blue. You don't have to have exactly the impact I have. Just an idea, just something similar. So I use this light blue, and then I use this a little bit darker blue, just around the side. Okay, and then I'm going to use my magic mushroom, just gently blending that line, two light color, dark color, the overlapping line. So I'm going to just, again, guiding with your acrylic block, not with your rubber if you don't want to get a cookie image. But if you want to get a cookie image, guiding with the rubber. Whoops! Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay, so this one, I think the letters probably can do a little bit darker. So, but you get idea. Different color, different looking, give it a try. But I think I like this one better. I like this blue background, but I think it's a bit too bright. But that's okay. Let me send it to my sister-in-law. So give all the card that you don't like it to somebody you really like it. Okay, and then tell them, say, hey, this is a handmade car. Okay, so let's move to the next. Let me put my car away. Okay, so that's what we did on the cruise, and then we had this big conference room reserved just for Local King's cruiser, and it was so much fun this time. Actually, we spent some time there and then catch up with a friend and chatting. That's wonderful. If you have never done a Caribbean cruise, join us. Okay, so let's do the next. Next will be, take this one away, or sea turtle. So when I designed this stem set, first of all, I designed for our cruise, right? And then I got this idea actually from one of our shore exclusion a few years ago. That was on the Cayman Island. They have a turtle rescue center, something like that. I don't remember what was the facility. Not the turtle farm. I don't like to say the farm because they are not selling the turtle. So at that facility, you can see all different kinds of size turtle. They start from like a 2 weeks old turtle, is like small size like that. They have like giant 80 years turtle. It's like a huge. So I will here's the picture of what's look like. It's just amazing to see them swimming, and then you can swim with them, but I was kind of worried the water is maybe not clean enough. So that's how I come up with this idea. And then this is actually the card that I create for swap with my cruiser. Everybody, I asked everybody to send me a card from the cruise. I mean, not from the cruise. The anybody who signed up who was on our cruise, I asked them to create a card and then swap with me. So this is the project that I'm ready to swap with them. And so far, I have a receipt none. It's a crazy. It take I don't know 2-3 weeks to receive a letter from US. Okay, so we are going to do our coloring first. So here is my turtle, a little one. You can have a small, medium, large, anything you like. And this is a recollection 100 cardstock. It's good, very smooth. I really like it. And then I'm going to grab my background. So this background, we have a background stamp. It's called the Ocean Wave. It's not the completely the same. Actually, it's the reverse image, and I put a little bit border here and make it look like a tower. So we are going to put this one here. I need the 2 impact. So I'm going to just use one. So I'm going to use this blue. I can't really see. What did he say? Blue? What? I always amazing how they come out with all the name for this impact. Do you have any this Ohuhu marker? You know, they have like a 320 or I don't know how many color. They all have a name. I will go with GY172, but oh my god, cannot really see. Spectrum. I'm getting old. I need a reading glass. Sad. Okay, let's just start this one. Oh, oops. Here is one more thing I would like to share with you. If you have some stamp that you haven't used for a while, and then they are like something more solid image, and then they don't stamp well, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna use this same flyer. What's that called? You know, for do this to your nail. And then you're going to just sanding a little bit here. Even like the stem like this is perfect. You don't have to do every single time. Every while when you find out they don't stamp well, this is the best way you can bring your stamp alive again. Please don't do this on your clear stamp. It's going to damage your stamp for sure. Only on the rubber stamp and only on the like a solid image stamp. Only do it when it's necessary. You don't have to do it if it's not necessary. Okay, so I am going to just use my ink and directly on top of my. Can you see that reflection? Okay, and then I have that block, the impact size mark over there, right? I don't like that. I'm like to soften this a little bit. This is actually I learned from Tracy from the Nancy's Stamping Club. Tracy. What's her last name? Tracy. You know, the sweet Tracy from Pennsylvania. She actually come out with this idea. You can use a magic mushroom on your stamp. So I'm going to use them. I use actually my mushroom kind of softening that line. You cannot use your blending brush. I'm sorry, because the blending brush will pick up the color. So we're going to just use this bouncing or drawing a little bit circle. Okay, and then so this is my card. I want to stamp that side. So watch this very carefully. I'm going to put a little bit on the top. Just gently put on top. Don't put too much weight on top. And then use your 2 fingers, and then you are going to draw in a little circle. Okay, just around the 1 inch diameter. So just gently from the center, you push hard and then slowly release the pressure. Do like 2-3 times. And here's what I get. I still get a little bit mark here. I should put my stem this way. But you can see there is some like a fade around here, right? Okay, and then what else we can do is we can fix that by using our magic mushroom. Just start from the corner. Always start from the outside, slowly blending in. Draw a little circle and remember support your sponge. Otherwise, your sponge is going to be beheaded. So far, it haven't happened, but I think one was close call. Okay, so I'm kind of just want to hiding that line as much as I can. Okay, kind of holding. And also, Local King's magic mushroom, the head is actually more flat. So you can see from our package because every magic mushroom we have their individual color. Okay, and then our container. Oh, sorry, this is the sanitized. I found out is a very good for cleaning. I don't know what kind of ink is at least VersaFine clear, and it's actually a little bit stubborn, hard to clean. So Local King's magic mushroom, it all come with individual color. So those compatible one is white. You can see our head, not our head, the mushroom's head is kind of flat. It's not round. So that makes sense, right? When you pounding, plying, rubbing, the surface is more flat. So it helping you to blending that rubbing mark. It make it easy. So it does make a difference, and we actually custom made order those magic mushroom. They have a mold. So the one you see on the market, they are for the makeup. So if you do a little bit Google, you can find exactly the same product. But you can't find the oil mushroom come with a clear storage, and then the holding base, nobody have it, and we don't sell holding base individual. So compare with the, I should probably order one set. Compare with the head. The head is flat, and then our sponge is harder than the makeup sponge, because when I custom ordered, my idea was to come from the makeup sponge because I tried it, but I found out once when I moisture those makeup sponge, they become like 4 times bigger, and they become so soft, and then even you squeeze all the water out, and when you blending it, it doesn't really does the job. So when I talk to the factory, the guy, I say, is that possible to make these head a little bit flatter? He said, yep, doable. Can they make it a little bit harder? Yes, doable. So we actually paid extra money to have the mold. So we also tell them that we want to have all the color, but that cost kind of misunderstand because some people say, oh, they come with the color, we just add the water. It's magic, but it's not that magic. Sorry. Okay, so now we are going to stamping our sea turtle. Hey, that's the name of sea turtle. What's the name? We should name our sea turtle. There's too many turtle. I don't know. Any good idea? Bob. I don't know why the Bob come to my mind. Maybe the SpongeBob? Okay, look how detailed those drawing. Yeah, I wonder who did that. That will be me. Okay, Okay, so let's do that. That's our sea turtle, and that's the idea I got from my Caribbean cruise. And always clean the surface, clean, clean, clean. And then we are going to color our little guy. Okay, I don't know, have you guys watched my YouTube video, the last few video? I was doing a lot of coloring. If you haven't, please watch. It's kind of relaxing. I actually found out it calmed me down. So sometimes I mentioned before I don't like coloring with marker because I'm the person who have a problem to color inside the line. But I don't know, maybe because I'm like getting old, I'm more calm. I find that's relaxing, but sometimes still lazy, want to do something fast. So for this little guy, if you like to see like a coloring, make sure you follow up my channel because I am actually planning. Once a while, I will do some coloring. So I already prepared my or octopus. Man, we have too many things. We have to find the name. We have to find the name for Mr. Octopus too, in the or sea turtle. So if you like to learn a little bit more coloring, just make sure you follow up our YouTube channel. And I just saw something. Have you saw this? This was my last video, and I accidentally found out, hey, they make a good background for my octopus too. See, that's why it's so much fun. The stamping can be so much fun, and then our octopus is one of our stamp set called Under the Sea. Under the sea. Under the sea. Where's Under the Sea? Okay, here is Under the Sea. So that's a picture. Okay, so we are going to stamping the sentiment, and then this set is come with the some sentiment. You can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to leave the shore. Absolutely. Okay. Let's do that again. Make sure it's horizontal with that grit. Okay, and guiding with the acrylic block. Don't guide in with your rubber stamp because 100% you will get a crooked image. Unless you want to get the crooked image. Okay, so color my little guy is, digital is good, but it's something the digital cannot do, like do the embossing, change the color. The digital you can only have a black, unless no, you can only have a black. But the digital you can enlarge, like make it big or make it small, and rotate it. So for this little guy, I'm going to just do something easy. I am going to just use magic mushroom, just to give it a little bit color. So let's give it a little bit green. We're going to cheat. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little bit green, and then I'm going to just do I have any orange on my? I have a little bit orange on my acrylic block, and I mean makeup sponge, and I make a magic mushroom. See, it's already very pretty, and I'm going to just give it a little bit purple and blending the color. Okay, you got to give a try. Practice how to use your magic mushroom. Selling a tool is very easy. Copy a tool is very easy. But how to educate your customer do it right way, that's very important. If you think I'm doing a good job, give me a thumb up. Okay, and then we are going to use the white gel pen. Or if you find out it's not dark enough, we can cheat with markers. So we can kind of just give a little bit shading here. Sometimes I like to paint coloring, sometimes I don't. Okay, and then we use a gel pen to just give us some highlight here and there. I think that's really pretty already. And then for this one, I'm going to show you a bit closer. You can see this is some kind of shining stuff here, right? I kind of just put a little bit Nuvo, those clear three-dimensional glue, just a little bit touch up. And then this one go here. That's exactly what I get idea from my Caribbean cruise. Small, medium, large. I have a turtle facility here too. 2 weeks. 2 years. 20 years. And 40 years coming soon. Okay, so let's move to our next project. Our next project is this one. This is actually not our new 2023 design. It's actually one of my design. I designed in 2008. I started local king rubber stamp in 2007. Oh my god. That's like 15 years ago. If I have a child, my child's supposed to be 15 years old. That's how the time flies. It's so fast and scary. Okay, so what are you waiting for? Try to have fun. Do the things that make you happy. Okay, so this is the sea turtle. This is almost, I can say, or number one sales set. It used to be Cheek, the other set, and then the sea turtle is also very popular. Okay, so I actually found another one is the sea turtle one, and this is the seahorses, and they're in the same set. Okay, and then for the background, we are going to use our slimline background curl reef, and that's it. What else do we need? Oh, and for the background, we are going to use the silk. Okay, and I know a lot of you, for our online cruise, here is the best part is they always, everybody want to shop something on the cruise, but we want to keep it simple, so we don't have a store on the cruise, but we offer 50% off anybody who order on the cruise. And then we offer the free shipping. That's even better than the wholesale price. So that's how good our local kings stamping cruise. Anybody who signed up or on board activity, they will get a whole set of these plus a full brand new background stamp. And for our 2023 fourth stamping cruise, I will design something new. And then for our onboard activity, so make sure you check it out. I know a lot of you guys say, how about us, the people who cannot join us on board? Okay, how about here is 25% off the coupon code for all the regular price. So that's included on Magic Mushroom too. So here is the code, and it's going to run for 1 week. And remember, it's only on the regular prices only, does not include or this month's special some special combo set. So here is the code. It's going to run today, March 12th, and until the next Sunday, which is 19. Okay, so please use the code here, and that's it. So let's continue for our coloring. So this is our paper here, And I still have a few sheets of these old Chronicle paper. This paper is 10 years old. You can see it's very shiny. It was perfect for our marker technique. Unfortunately, a few years ago, they didn't discontinue. They changed the mail. They changed the formula, and then they don't really work with the markers anymore. So you can use the Mako cardstock or Do Glassy cardstock. If you have a Chronicle is 5 years or older, they will work. The new Chronicle doesn't work anymore. If you're looking for some nice quality cardstock, check a Marcos paper, and they do the U.S. shipping, and just type Lisa Young or Local King. The paper I use will pop out. I found some Cougar 100 pounds cardstock. It works so well when you do the coloring. I will talk about it in my next video when I do the coloring technique. So for our coloring technique, I am using our marker set, so you can get it for 20% off. And then just check out the price. Our shipping is very reasonable. Most of the shipping we don't make money from the shipping. We probably cost us more because we are in Canada. Okay, so let's do this. You always choose 3 color: light, medium, dark, and plus a little bit black. Any color you like. If you want to have a blue, purple turtle, why not? You can do that too. So here is how I coloring. Oop. Okay. Okay, so here is how I coloring. You always and remember, if your if your stem doesn't ink well, use this one. Sanding a little bit, or you can use the same block. Not too much, just like a 5 to 10 seconds. So your foundation color, you're going to color the whole stem. So this is the most safest way to color, and I guarantee you can get an awesome result. So foundation color, make sure you color everywhere. Okay, holding your marker 45 degrees so that ink will floating much smoother. And we use the second color. This is how I color it. This is absolutely no skill required, but don't tell your friends. So let's do that. And we're going to do a little bit black eye, some dotting. That's it. They dry slow on the rubber, so you don't have to work fast. Take your time. We are going to use our Chronicle Glassy cardstock. Unfortunately, they are no longer available. If you really want to stamping on the glossy, there is something called the Cano Pro. 20 sheets, $20. You can find it on the Staples. They are still work. But just give it a try. Some glossy paper from Costco, they will work too. Oh, I have a one paper review video. I will put a link below. Check it out if you want to find the right paper for the right tool. That's my cedar though. Nice and green. Okay, and then now we're going to do the die cut. Okay, for the die cut, and we are going to use a guiding window. Just put on the top, and do this. And since I am going to die cut it, I am also going to cut my little starfish just like that. I will be right back. Okay, so here is my die cut. Okay, and I keep my guiding window. I can use the next time. And then here is my little starfish. Okay, and then we're going to working on the background. We're going to use this silk. And for the background, I'm going to use a very, very light color. This is a desert sand. I love this color. It's just so pretty. Okay. And then we are going to just rub on top. And then we are going to put this piece of cardstock. Again, this is a Chronicle Glossy. Just find a place, rub rub. This is all silk, but I kind of find out they are kind of like a swirling. And then I'm going to put this one back to my, okay. And then we are going to just mount, oh, not yet. Okay, we're gonna working on the background. So here the background, I use our curl reef slimline. This is a very beautiful background, perfect for the magic mushroom. Okay, and then I am going to use a purple. I guess this is the purple. Okay, I'm going to just ink a little bit because I only need the half size. If you are using like a regular ink pad, probably is a better idea to use a stamp positioner to be able to get the best coverage, because this paper is not as smoother as the recollection cardstock. So that's very pretty. I'm missing ones, but that's okay. Let's give it to the sister-in-law too. What a lucky sister-in-law. Get a the oops card. Okay, and then we can do that, and going to mount on top, and then put my little guy here. Oh, sorry, the embossing part. The bottom of the card, it looks a little bit empty. So I have this embossing folder. Have you seen those 3D embossing folder? Haven't got a chance to get some. Maybe in August when we go to the Cincinnati, the Stamping Away, I will get some. I saw people do a demo. That was awesome. So we're going to and make sure they does have the embossing side of the emboss. If you want the embossing, make sure the marker is face you. And let me go. There you go. Nice embossing. And then we going to just mount our guy here, and then put our starfish over there, and then you can put any sentiment. I think that will make a beautiful card. Okay, so that's everything for today. Which card is your favorite card? Leave me a comment, let me know, and stay tuned for our next video. The next video will be another 4 cards that we create on board. A lot of stamping technique, card making idea that I would like to share with you. So if you have anything in your shopping cart, here is the 25% discount code. Is going to be available until next Sunday. And remember, the best support is by click the share button, share our Facebook pages, and that will be wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. This is Lisa from Low Cooking Rubber Stand. See you next time. Bye.